Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Above all things reverence thyself. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere on the road to a happier life. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth and power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Silence is better than unmeaning words. It is only necessary to make war with 5 things, with the maladies of the body, the ignorances of the mind, with the passions of the body, with the seditions of the city and the discords of families. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Anger begins with folly and ends with repentance. There is geometry in the humming of the strings, there is music in the spacing of the spheres. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. There is a good principle which created order, light, and man, and an evil principle which created chaos, darkness, and woman. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Begin thus from the first act, and proceed, and, in conclusion, at the ill which thou hast done, be troubled, and rejoice for the good. It is better whether to be silent, or to say things of more value than silence. Sooner throw a pearl at hazard than an idle or useless word, and do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. There is nothing so easy but that it becomes difficult when you do it reluctantly. Educate the children and it won't be necessary to punish the men. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Be equally indifferent to blame and praise. Be silent and let the words be worth more than silence. Never trust a friend who speaks bad of his comrades. Do not look back when leaving. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. Don't judge your greatness by your shadow at sunset. In anger we should refrain both from speech and action.